Hi, this is Jeremy Reynolds, and I'm with David Cisneros from the Albuquerque Opportunity Center. Hey, David, thanks for taking a minute. Tell folks where we are, who you are, and what you do.
Hello, Jeremy. Thank you very much for taking time out to talk to me and giving me the opportunity to speak about our shelter and what we do there. I am a program manager for the Albuquerque Opportunity Center, and basically we provide emergency overnight shelter for 74 men on a nightly basis. We're open 7 days a week, and we offer our services to anybody that needs them. Meaning we meet the person where they are. If they need a place to stay, we're willing to give that to them. In most cases, the gentleman can stay with us for 30 to 60 days. And in addition to that, we have a couple of other internal programs that they might be able to access. One is called the Veterans Transitional Housing Program for veterans who are eligible for that program, and that program allows them to stay up to 180 days. So it's a lot of time to stabilize and get their goals accomplished. In addition to that, we also have a respite care program, which allows men to stay in our shelter 24 hours a day if they are recovering from an acute physical health or mental health issue that they're trying to get better from. Meaning if they're too sick to be in a hospital, but let me rephrase that. If they're not sick enough to be in a hospital, but they're too sick to be out on the streets, then we want them to come and stay in our program so that they can rest and recover. In most cases, doctors will say you need to go home and get some bed rest. Well, how do homeless folks get bed rest when they have no home?
They don't do it.
So we're giving them the opportunity to have a place to stay and rest and recover. Without that, they may not be able to recover out on the streets on their own.
Tell me briefly about your voicemail project also, which is wonderful.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I failed to mention that as well. We are a partner agency with something called Community Voicemail of New Mexico, and what that does is the free service to homeless clients, men or women. They do not have to be a resident of our shelter, but they can take advantage of a voicemail number that is assigned to them. It's their own personal phone number that they can use to put on applications, put on resumes, give to family and friends, social workers, doctors, and anybody else that they may need to stay in contact with. They record their own greeting, and that number is theirs to keep as long as they need to use that service. And basically what it does, it allows people to leave messages and so that they can stay in contact.
Now, David, as we finish, thank you for taking a minute. How can people access our project?
In order to access services at the Albuquerque Opportunity Center, unfortunately, we are a first-come, first-served basis on the beds, meaning that we give those out as quickly as we possibly can to whoever needs them. The way to establish a reservation for yourself is to call our reservation hotline at 344-4340, and here's the key. Start calling promptly at 8:30 a.m. because that's when the reservation line opens. Any beds we have available that day will be distributed to the callers that call in first.
Is that every day, 7 days a week?
Absolutely. Every day, 7 days a week. We do not close for holidays or special occasions. We run our shelter every single day.
One final question, David. If people want to access the voicemail service, how do they do that?
Okay, if you want to access voicemail service, we also have the possibility or the opportunity to make other service provider agencies a partner agency with the community voicemail program, where we may possibly be able to give you a block of phone numbers that you can assign as a service provider to your clients, and you can manage the numbers on your own the best way that you see fit. And the way you can get into contact with that program there is to contact Amanda Clearwater at the Albuquerque Opportunity Center by calling 344-2323.
David, thank you so much. And again, give the number where folks who are looking for a place to stay can access you guys at AOC.
Reservation line for a bed at the AOC, 344-4340. Start calling promptly at 8:30. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, David. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, sir.